Riders on the storm. Riders on the storm. Into this house we're born. Into this world we're thrown. Like a dog without a bone, an actor out on loan. Riders on the storm. Yeah. Greetings, fellow beings! Ho ho! It is a thunderous throwdown Thursday, and many of you are probably experiencing a storm, according to Sander Hammerschlag. We've got so much in store for you today. I think 19 stories in all, plus bonus time. We got 15 to a half an hour of greatness following right up after we end here, which should be about 12 and a half minutes. So ultimately, you're getting, well, a half hour to 45-minute stream. But you get 6 minutes of news super duper fast. For those of you here for the first time, thank you. Check out the show regularly Monday through Friday. Same time, same bad channel. Although, time change. That's right. We're coming up on the time change. So for some of you, the show will change. And for some of you, it won't. And I don't know where that is. So it is what it is. I do know this. We have to get to saying hi to all of you out there in the chat. And don't forget about the Hcast, your favorite podcast. That's right, over there on Mr. H Reviews channel. Yeah, you get to check that out. It's going to be a beautiful thing. All right. Okay, let's say hi to Morgan King. Good to see you. We got SFX 314 Sabertooth Raptor. We've got Vulcan Lives. Vulcan Lives. Vulcan Lives Matter, though. And let's see. Oh, Absoluta Veritas is here. We got Sander Hammerschlag. We got Cadence in the house. We've got Josiah Robinson, Professor Haytien, and of course, the mod himself, Darren Hughes, running things for all of yous out there. That's right. Who else is in the house? John Sapola's here. I hope you're doing well, my friend. The lovely Jillian is here. Good to see you. Greetings, Culturians. That's right. Scott Cook is in the house. Check out Scott. We got, of course, Sonder, who inspired this morning's musical interlude prior to the stream. Thank you. Griffin says today, November 2nd of 1898, the first official cheerleaders ever were Johnny Campbell and the 8-man squad cheering on the football team, the University of Minnesota. We'll check it out. We got an amazing Matt G here, also known as Taylor Swift, greater than Disney Star Wars. No lies detected. Tender Warrior 68 is in the house. We've got the amazing Al Humphreys all the way from across the pond in bloody old England. And of course, Snortopoopas Cuber, our favorite polar bear. The Mad Kappa is here, along with 11 Alpha and Walter Tomaszewski, our buddy Darius Munchausen, and of course, low spec Linux laptop. Anyway, I think there are more people here now. Who else is here? Raise your hand. It's going to be a fun day. Q2 Cast TV is in the house. Yes, I did sing. Don't tell anybody. The Common Gamer. Man, I hope they get your stuff sorted out soon, dude. That is such a bummer. Randall Orser is here. And of course, Critisable. The Rainbow Knight, the charismatic paladin, is joining us once again. There's Barney Fife with his one bullet, and the lovely Penny's in the audience. And so is Spaceship Vampire. Look at y'all. Look at y'all. That's a Southern thing, right? Look at y'all. In trouble. What else do we got going on here? Let's see. Oh, Renee's Ramblings in the house. What's up, Renee? We got Captain, fandom nerd here. Let's see. Who else popped in? More people. Shh, don't tell anybody. Andrew 46 and 2 is joining us this morning. We've got Carlos Alfredo Lopez in the house. Let's see who else is here. We got other people here. Here. Lester. Lester's here. Made it. That's right. You did make it. Space Dave 2000 is here. Let's see. Who else is in the house? I know there's other people here. Theliato is here. Let's see. It's like Mouseketeer roll call. Shadow Chaser. Sean Mountain. Or MNT. Release the McCracken. What's going on, Arabe? Keck44. What is up? I think I saw Andy Masterson too, but I think I scrolled past. There he is. What's up, Andy? Philip Gaming's here. Check it out. Books. Check them out. All right, guys, we gotta go. Holy cow, it's Blair to Blair. Hey, Blair to Blair. Visage Melody. I'm in a good mood. Look out. There's 6. Hello. Wow. Strong statement in the chat in the morning. That'll get you up. Awake. That's poor phrasing there. Jeremy, what's going on? Black Saber. All right, everybody. 6 minutes starts now. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever you are, whenever you're watching. Thanks for checking out the 6 Minute Daily. We have a lot to talk about, not a lot of time to do it in, although we do have bonus time, so stick around. We got stories coming out of our ear holes, and they're all very relevant today. We also had a trailer come out today. Hopefully we'll talk about it on Mr. H, but for now, we'll talk about the fact that we still have a strike. 111 days of actor strike going on right now. SAG-AFTRA is still going back and forth with the studios. Look, the studios have no incentive to finish this before the end of the year. Right? We're coming up on the holidays. You're going to have the holiday break. Nothing's going to make it back into production until the first of the year anyway. You're going to get a last minute deal going into the holidays, and that's that. And at the same time, they still are very far apart, especially on AI, it seems, according to this story. And look, I don't want AI. Look at what it did to Nicolas Cage in the end of that silly Flash film. Yeeks. In fact, I think there's an article about that today, but not here on the show. Let's get to the next story, which is Walt Disney Animation Studios. The news keeps on coming for Disney. That's right. The production workers, the animation workers, are they're done. They went union. Oh, Disney, you reap what you sow, leaning into the, the socialism of it all. Enjoy. HBO boss Casey Bloys apologizes for having an army of, bad bot tweeters out there to troll TV and film critics. How many of them do you think have this? Oh, all of them. Disney's the worst of all. We've got Taylor Tomlinson getting a job as a host on CBS's new After Midnight show. She is a very funny lady. She's always seemed to pop up everywhere on my feed, whether it be in full-length videos or clips or even shorts. And, she could do very well at this. But unfortunately, the guy producing it, it's that, jerkweed that's over there at the Late Show. That's right, Stephen Colbert. So, worried about the show. All right, moving on. Super Bowl commercials sold out at CBS earlier than expected. Well, yeah, this is way early. Usually we're selling these in late November, I should say, getting ready for the Super Bowl, but not this time around. Probably because of a lower rate. I don't know, but that's crazy. Six Flags Cedar Fair are striking a deal to merge, which is, a change in the game for theme parks. We're going to have to see. Well, I guess technically these are amusement parks, but they're still calling them theme parks. We'll have to see how this goes. I think it'll go rather well. We have a story here from Disney telling us that they're going to close on the Hulu stake for at least, see, this is the word everybody's missing, at least $8.6 billion. We're going to get back to this one in bonus time, but yeah. Yellowstone is setting its premiere date for its final run. There's only 2 more spinoffs. Only 2 more spinoffs. Did you hear me? Only 2 more spinoffs. How many shows can this guy do? Taylor Sheridan's a busy dude, and he's doing well. Britney Spears' Memoir is a million seller now. Apparently, everybody wants the tea. They like the tea. They want to spill the tea. New Jersey governor spent $12,000 of taxpayer money. That's right. Democratic governor in New Jersey decided that Taylor Swift was worth your tax dollars. Well, it was worth him seeing Taylor Swift anyway. You have Uber and Lyft paying a $328 million ouchie to settle New York wage theft disagreement with the state. I think this is an interesting way to get money out of tech companies. Not a good one. Treasury Secretary, this person, wicked witch of the south. I don't know. Anyway, she is wanting more Latin American trade. Well, guess what? We tried to do that 30 years ago, and y'all, with your political affiliation, did not help that in one way. Stock market today. Wall Street keeps climbing for unnecessary reasons. They're hoping for a halt to rate hikes. There's a global rally. I don't know why. The Bank of England, well, we'll get there in a second. The White House has proposed cracking down on junk fees. Let me tell you right now, this is an appeal to middle class and the lower class folks. I get why they're doing it, but it really is a sign of desperation for that campaign. Beyond Meat is cutting, workforce because demand is gone. People figured out, this fake meat may not be good for you. Oh no. Bank of England, this is what I was talking about a second ago, is basically sitting there at the 5.25% interest rate, and they are cautioning over oil. Well, so am I. Energy is the whole reason that they're going to be able to control the globe. And if you limit energy, you really ruin everybody, including everything, like food, the whole 9 yards, guys. European privacy officials are going to widen the ban on Meta's behavioral advertising, which means they have to stop spying on you. I thought that they were already supposed to stop spying on you in the EU. Guess that's not working out well. Ontario is showing off his 8-foot zucchini. Seriously, it's an actual zucchini. You can see it here in the image. Anyway, it's pretty big. It's a record. Pretty fun. And finally, a pig named Kevin Bacon. See, Kevin Bacon returns home after 17 days on the loose. That's right. Kevin Bacon is home. Soon to be bacon, I would imagine. Oh my goodness. Anyway, I have to tell you, I made it through all 19 stories way faster than I thought I would. But we got bonus time, and we're going to talk a little more dismal Disney. And I want to get back to that Hulu story that a lot of people misunderstand. 6 went out to rake leaves because, I'm that exciting. Anyway, hang around, guys. Be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, but we're not going to go very far. Hang around after the credits. We got bonus time.
Thanks for visiting today. Be sure you're subscribed and hit that for alerts.
Yay!
Of course, like and share all of the videos that you can, as it helps with the algorithm. Have a great day.
Snort, I'm kind of bummed you weren't here yesterday, because yesterday you would have enjoyed it. We had a story of the 3 little bears. Of course, they were stuck in a minivan. I'm trying to find all the bear stories there are, but all of a sudden the bears aren't doing anything fun. They're probably getting ready to hibernate. So we may be out of bear stories for a while. And this is the thing we're going to talk about in just a moment. They're going to pay more for Hulu than they're reporting. Yep. Yeah, and this is what we're going to talk about. Thank you for that. Also, we're talking about the fact that Disney stock is going up, or at least it has the last couple of days. We need to talk about who's buying it. And yeah, because it has no reason to go up. This news is people are allowing for, well, it doesn't matter. Anyway, hang on. We'll get right to a boneless time. That didn't sound good. Anyway, I need to work on my phrasing. You know what? My hair is terrible. Why didn't you guys tell me? You need to brush your hair, dude. Come on, culture. Whoa. Weird stuff happening with my hair, too. My goodness. Are we all here now? We have all been here before. I don't know what this weird crop is on this. Let's see what we got going on here. Weird crop. Yeah, I got a weird crop. How do I fix that? This is great, YouTube. Good job, culture. Come a chameleon. You come and go. Sorry, I guess I'm in the mood to sing today. Didn't see anybody over on Odysee, and Rumble would not work today. Rumble did not work today. Very strange. What about Hulu paying staff to troll people negatively critiquing their shows? Oh, well, everybody's doing it, Chris Bursa. It's great to see you, and thanks for doing a great job over there on Loki stream this morning. Yeah, I'm very keen on understanding why Casey Boyes decided to come out and talk about the fact that they have all these troll accounts. We already know. They also buy off like the shills. Like I'd like to rent a shill to promote my channel, but I don't have the money required. See, I'd have to spend $50 on somebody writing an article about me. I don't know. Maybe it's worth it. I don't know. Maybe send some money over to Variety and stuff. Oh, well, I guess technically that's not really positive side of things, but anyway, what was I saying? Oh, so yeah, I mean, maybe it'd be worth paying off Variety or, whatever. Maybe it'd be worth paying for IMBD Pro for a while, just to, list myself in there. Could be listed as producer of all everybody's shows. That'd be fun, right? Because you can put anything in there. Got lots of stuff coming up here in the future. Look at y'all. Pat's in the house. What's up, Pat? Whopper is here. Whopper. Gosh, War Games is such a great movie. Whopper. Nice CSN reference. That's right. Oh, you guys get all the cultural references. That's so fun. All the trolls and bots show us nothing is real, except the CC followership, of course. Well, hey, you guys are all out there. I love y'all. I love you. Yeah, I love you. I love you. But look, it really, the honest part of this conversation is that, because you're not going to get a lot of that elsewhere, is that this has been going on for years. Disney has the most shills and bots I think I've ever seen in disingenuous accounts, people that are actually within their own organizational structure. I mean, there was some allusion to that in the Pandaverse special that the boys put together, but this is broader. This is broader than that. It's technically, it should be, I mean, not technically, but it should actually be perceived as more than a bit scandalous. And I don't think it's being perceived that way, but it should be. It should be. But let's get into our story today of the, and we can visit on that again in a moment, but let's get into the story for Disney, because I don't want to miss out on this one. And while I know we're going at least 15 minutes to half an hour longer than normal, this one's the important one. And it's something little Chad popped in the chat to mention, and little Chad's right. Little Chad knows, has some background in what we speak about here regularly. There are a lot of people that actually get this. So yeah, here's Hulu. And they're going to pay at least $8.6 billion. No, they're going to pay far, far more. All of this is based on something called the floor. The floor. So you have the remaining 33% stake in Hulu being purchased by Disney. An expected price of $8.6 billion. No. The expected price is higher than that. The fact that this is being spun and reported in this way, and mind you, this article is from Deadline. Deadline is one of the 3 trades that are out of the 4 that is owned by Penske Media. That's why everything you read between Deadline, Variety, and the Hollywood Reporter all look and sound the same. The Hollywood Reporter at this point, which is weird, I've noticed that a lot of bylines have disappeared from stories. I don't know if anybody else has noticed that. I mean, occasionally they appear, but just how much of the stories are actually being written by people, or how many is a collaboration of, let's say, editors? Don't know. I do know this is incredibly misleading about Hulu. So here we go. If the value is ultimately determined to be greater than the guaranteed floor value of $27 billion, right? Disney will pay NBCU its percentage of the difference between the equity fair value and the guaranteed floor value. So, and this is where Comcast CEO says the $27.5 billion is just a hypothetical. That suggests that the final price tag could be much higher. The trading that's happening right now smooth brain people that are going in on this, and of course the institutional investment houses that are trying to artificially prop up Disney at this point in time because they're worried about Peltz, gaining even more traction. That's what's happening. But if you're looking at this valuation of $27.5 billion, it's going to be way more than that. In fact, Hulu is 2 or 3 times that than that of the rivals, save obviously Netflix. Yeah. So when you look at this agreement, I'm looking at I'm looking at no less than 10 billion, but probably closer to that 12 billion number. Look, 36 billion. And then consider this, and this is the thing that I think is ridiculous. Of course, this has to be done by December 1st. And there is multiple appraisers involved in this. They have 2, and if those 2 can't come to consensus, then they have to get a third, and the third somewhere in between the 3, there will be consensus. But the minimum total value is 27.5 billion. And the reason that they have this weird number up here, 8.61, and I think I reported this at the time, or I have in a few videos, but 8.6 billion is because it would be a different number than this, you would suspect, at 27.5. But Comcast stopped paying into the content production model, their financial obligation, quite some time ago. They just got tired of helping Disney build their thing, and they believe Disney actually artificially suppressed Hulu, especially when it came to expansion and everything else. So that kind of a lawsuit will show up later after this is all said and done. But I want to say this. Hulu is only as good or as valuable as the content that is on its platform. What happens when everybody pulls their stuff off of there? It's a good question. Yeah, I think you're right. I think 38. I was thinking about 36 billion. So I'm thinking, after deductions, maybe less. But if you think 38 to 45, wow. Nobody's using the content that they own. I've decided that's just dumb. Hey, Pops is here. What's up, Pops? Hold this up to a mirror, everybody. I think it says smash the like. Yes, Darren Hughes. Smash the like, everybody. We need to get over 100 likes in here. And here we go. Yeah, with more cable companies switching to streaming, Hulu becomes more valuable to Comcast. It does. It does. Not to mention the fact that, okay, so Comcast is more than just an entertainment company in that they own Universal. They're primarily a cable distribution company. They own most of it's going to be internet. So Comcast is going to deliver internet forever. Charter Cable, who owns Spectrum, is going to deliver internet forever. Okay, maybe not forever, but for a long time. And we've had a serious decline in the so-called infrastructure build out that was supposed to happen. You paid for this massive infrastructure bill, guys. Have you seen any of that happen? We got bridges falling down places. Rail bridges are falling apart. You got roads that are not in great shape. National, international, national and international highways are a mess. None of that infrastructure money went where it was supposed to, which also included internet. Have you guys seen an improvement in your internet? No. Are you paying less for your internet for better or more internet? No. What did that tell you? My great friend, Man of War 665, the neighbor of the beast, says modern valuations should be taken behind the woodshed. They aren't worth a fraction of their bandwidth. They report. I'm with you. Okay, so pure asset value for Disney Corporation, we'll stick with Disney for the moment, probably comes in at around market share value of about 72. So if Disney stock is valued at more than $72 a share, everything after that's overvalued. Some people have said, well, it's not even worth that much money. It's worth, $36 billion. And I guess if you look at it from an accounting standpoint, where there's a certain amount of depreciation and all that written into things, amortization schedules and such, maybe that's also true. But as far as its like replacement value for the company as a whole, probably about $72 a share instead of something like 36 or 38 that's been suggested to me. So, but you're 100% right. I mean, right now, Disney's still, even at let's pull up Disney. I got that. I think I got that ready. Hang on. Do I have that ready? Chili man. Yes, I do. Yeah. So we'll pull up Disney. I'll show you where it's trading at today. And this is all the speculation on Disney is always just ridiculously overblown. I mean, and sometimes that's positive, right? If you're deeply invested in them. But right now it's trading way too high at $82.94. Since this morning it's up $1.86. But that's still too much. Right? Yeah, and fair market value. I'm telling you right now. See if we can get down there. Let's see, what do they think it's worth? I think it's trading near fair value over there at Yahoo. The 1 year target's still under $100. That's way down. It was all these numbers have been adjusted downwards over the last little bit. I mean their P&E ratio is ridiculous, and their market cap is only 151 billion. Not great. But Man of War, you're 100% right, my friend. And thank you for being a member for so very long, dude. Almost 3 years. My God. Love you guys and your support. Amazing. Your support out there, guys, is incredible. Speaking of support out there, my buddy Darius Munchausen sends me a cup of coffee for $4 super sticker. Thank you, my friend Darius. Darius always makes sure on Tuesdays and Thursdays I have a good sized cup of coffee. So I appreciate that. Today I'm going to be, after my first little bit of coffee here, I'm going to protect my heart today and focus on tea and water the rest of the day. So, and one of my best buds here, probably one of the smartest guys I know, somebody who outstrips my intelligence by a factor of 10, Mexican Iron Man, who's been a member for almost 30 months now. He's also a, what do you call him? High roller. He says, new show, Disney Finance Casino. Well, thank you. Watch live as Culture sells everything he owns to help Bob Iger. The twist, Bob and Culture team up to start a new sexy time man thong OnlyFans page. Mikey. This one is closer to me not getting killed. Terribly, terribly embarrassing, but at least I wouldn't die during this one. All right. I don't know. Maybe. Thank you, Mikey. I love you, man. Mikey does so much for so many people. I always have to sing his praises, and he was a wonderful guest on Friday's show last week. He was good. Post flight this week has a special guest. That'll be in the thumbnail as soon as I put it out there. So great. You guys are incredible. Thank you, Mikey. Tea, water, and those 3 little white lines. I don't do any of that. Yeah. I'm not somebody that dabbles in those kinds of chemical things. I think that they are not good for you. So. What's another failed show from Iger? Oh, thanks for that, Carlos. Q2 Cast TV. Mayor Adams finally addressing the Queens red light district. Oh my, but still gets it wrong, especially praising the MSN. But it was this channel and other YouTubers been reporting. Yeah, you've been crushing it. Look, folks, if you really do want to find out what's happening in the Big Apple and the surrounding areas, Q2 Cast TV is a great place to go. So. Madman with the show. Oh, the world-renowned YouTuber known as Mexican Iron Man. That's right. Wait, wasn't it Loki that said you were a Mexican Iron Thong? Or was that Snow Dub? Mikey. I don't know. In the morning, I was hanging out with Loki in the chat. I was waking up to Loki, which, by the way, that show he does is so high energy, it wakes you up and also wakes the neighbors up. But yeah, they're a little ways down. But anyway, that show was great this morning, and I love when Loki goes into the my channel's not big, and all the excuses that gets thrown at him. So I always throw in more of my own in the chat. It's super fun. Check it out. Yeah, Mikey tubes the U better than most. He does. 11 Alpha. He's always on YouTube. I don't know what that is. I mean, I stream a lot. I mean, twice today, right? No, 3 times today, because I'll be on Comics Division tonight for Thursday Night Throw. Wait, wrong camera. Thursday Night Throwdown. Should be a lot of fun. 94 of you here. If you haven't hit the like button, please consider doing so. For those of you watching on Twitter, hi. How's it going? You guys are great. Love you a long time. I'm going to be switching. I'm going to be switching to a multi-streaming thing that actually splits it up, so that from one computer I'll be live streaming to Twitter and some other socials, and from the others I'll be doing some other things. So I'll actually have different camera angles for each show in the future. This is not immediately. Also, sometime this month, coming up very shortly, I'll be switching platforms that I stream with. They won't be using a StreamYard anymore. I'll be using a new one because the show production value is so high. Just takes a long time to build all that out. So I think Taylor Rivers is in the house. Animation Critic. Did I see Animation Critic? There you go. There you go, Taylor Rivers. What's up? I'm late. What's going on? Well, we were talking a little bit about Hulu and Disney. But if you're really surprised, as my camera sketches out, if you're really surprised that we were being misled by all these troll accounts, you weren't paying attention. People have been calling that out for a long time. Mexican Iron Man wore a dress and makeup for Halloween and went trick or treating as Mexican Iron Man. Well, Walter Tomaszewski, I think I may have used enough scrubbing bubbles to get that out of my brain. Hey, 11 Alpha says, you and Drunk 3PO are mentioned on Ace of Spades in the blog discussion of Disney, a fairly prominent blog. May help with traffic and subs. Well, that's fantastic. What if I told you that Drunk 3PO might be on the post flight this week or next week? What if I told you that? What if I mentioned that could be happening? Yeah. 6 is like, love you long time. That's right. Thank you for the $2 super chat saying, hit the like. Thank you, 6. I love you too. Of course, I love everybody. Love y'all. Logic's finest. Greetings, my friend. Look at you guys. Look at you. Evil Ramen. Hulu and Disney. Well, great changes in the wind. Yeah. Okay, so back to that conversation. Thank you for bringing me back to the point. That takes a while. I speak in circles. I don't speak in tongue. I speak in circles. Anyway, Hulu's only as valuable as the content it has. So if you're Comcast Universal, what do you think you might do with your future? And could you use an extra $12 billion right now? Well, yeah. You want to pay off the theme park experience I guess the scare park experience that you're building out in Vegas. So that's cool. And you probably, because that'll be Hollywood Horror Nights themes. In case you guys hadn't heard that's going in Vegas. But, and then you probably want to help pay off Epic Universe and start developing even more. They have, and as was explained, and I'll say it again, they have a whole corridor that they can develop with luxury hotels. They have an agreement in place to acquire the Lockheed Martin land that they already acquired some of to build Epic Universe. So if you don't think Universal's going to go big, they are. They're already stealing massive market share from Disney because Disney's been so stagnant. The underwhelming performance and experience of the Tron coaster at Magic Kingdom, that's a one and done experience for most people. One, it's incredibly uncomfortable. And two, it's just not that thrilling. It's less than a minute of an attraction. You wait in a very long line for less than 1 minute of thrills. And it's not great. Not great. Darth Plato, what's up? And we reached 100 likes. Thank you. Oh. If you want to know who's doing the real work for Disney, it's no longer people within their frame. It's as far as the artisan work on attractions and things like that. It's by companies like Garner Holt, right, and many more, which is insane. Disney, the quality Disney Imagineers, attraction developers, and all that, they no longer exist within the company. They chased them all off. I know a lot of people had faith in Bruce Vaughan. I had none. But I have even less faith in the guy that's doing Imagineering, the team that's doing Imagineering now. So, it is what it is. And this is the truth. Comcast going to use Disney money to make park traffic from Disney, to take park traffic. It's 100%. Yeah, it's art of war level, stuff. Yeah, letting your enemy finance your victory. Well, they are. Small time republic. Universal is still trying to serve all customers. What a novel idea. Yeah, they still have a huge. They still have a huge boot in the door as far as the incredibly destructive, political messaging and thought processes. But they still are trying to make their entertainment appeal. That's true. Morning or after. There you go. Look at you guys. Forbidden Ruins in the house. Rogue Thinker. If Hulu purchases mostly in stock, then can Peltz go to them and get an even bigger block of stock? How is their relationship? I couldn't even imagine. I couldn't even pretend to know that. But what I would say is if Comcast Universal really wants to hurt Disney, they wouldn't throw in with Peltz. I mean, they could be vindictive to strip control away from Iger. Roberts and Iger, reportedly, I'm going to say it that way, are not exactly pals. Roberts did a very large unkindness to Disney by letting them run up the Fox purchase. Man, Iger's made a lot of mistakes. A lot of people praised at the time, but those were terribly miscalculated mistakes. Anyway. And Comcast is going to be wanting the majority of this, I believe, in cash. I think little Chad is right. I don't know that Disney has all that cash yet, and I know that the India stuff is still not quite ready to transact. I'm not sure that the India deal will transact before they need this money. So we'll see. We will know exactly what Hulu's worth before December 1st, though. That'll be fun. When somebody came to me and they said, you do mostly entertainment-based news. Well, it's true. But I do all kinds of news on the 6 Minute Daily and get everything, which is why, I kind of hampers my growth. I don't care. But I do it. And a lot of people are like, well, you're not going to have any content because there's not going to be any content coming out. I'm like, the Fall Guy movie's coming out. Trailer just dropped. You can go through a bunch of things that are going to be coming out in the near future. And I still have content, and I can, and honestly, right now I'm enjoying covering the self-immolation that Disney's putting itself through. I don't know about the rest of you. Oh, by the way, less than 2 weeks from now, the hair donation is going to happen. I will do the video like I do every time. And my share will be shorter. So just be prepared for that. It'll be about shoulder length. I am not going to get the Lord Farquaad haircut again. So, yeah. If Peltz is trying to fix Disney, why would Universal want to help him out? Exactly. Yeah. Hard to say. Like I said, the relationship reportedly between Roberts and Iger is not friendly. In fact, Comcast Universal enjoys using Marvel properties in their Florida parks. A strangely large amount of bear news. I know. Until like today, I went looking for bear news today. Yesterday's, 3 bears in a minivan was still the funniest thing. Mom and 3 cubs. They had to rescue the 3 cubs from the minivan. I was like, that's funny. No, actually, it's the fall guy. It's Ryan Gosling. It does have Emily Blunt in it. Boy, she's spot on. What a great actress. But the two of them actually, based on the trailer, they work. They have great chemistry. The story is different than the television program. But yeah, it's interesting. Looking forward to that. It's no mistake that they put out the $8 billion Hulu value when they reported $11 billion cash on hand to seem well in position to pay for the purchase. It's definitely smoke and mirrors at Disney. That's all they do. The constant stream of lies is phenomenal. And holy cow, Darren Hughes, what are you doing, dude? 10 culture casino memberships. My goodness. I don't even know what to do with that. Hang on a second. I know what to do with that. I'm going to give you a clip. Thank you, Darren. You didn't have to do that. One of the great mods here on this channel. Darren Hughes. What do you guys want? Let's see. This one.
Oh, man. That's some sweet cheddar. Guys. Yeah.
Our buddy Snowed Up for $2 says, good news. My chest is healed from the alien, CC. Yes. Wow. He had a chest burster happen right at the end of late night culture. I thought that was inspired not just by the facehugger, but also by the huge news that Jay dropped during that stream. My goodness. Yeah. And even I think the Quartering even did a video that talked about Jay and I briefly, at least mentioned my name. Woo. Anyway, thank you for the $2, Snowed Up. Love you, dude. Yeah, all kinds of stuff, but double backing in's like, holy cow, I'm green. That's right. Oh, by the way, this weekend, member stream. That's right. Keep an eye out. Ministry of Wrong Thinks in the house. What's going on? Jim Henson lives indeed he lives on through the Creature Shop for all the Friday Nights at Freddy's stuff was the Henson Company. Amazing. I am the master of puppets. It's a pretty good song. Master. Guys probably don't know what I'm talking about. Why would Disney not want Emily Blunt as Sue Storm and John Krasinski as Reed Richards? No brainer. Yes, the first family of Marvel should be respected. And they're going to have to go that way because Kang is falling apart. Did you guys see the video today? Oh, by the way, audio glitches, video glitches, but the info is solid and it's totally worth viewing. We're trying something different. I'm doing multi-camera shoots and stuff now, and that's a work in progress, but I think the next time we get around to it, the audio will go away anyway. That'll be good. But I like I said in there, I mean, I talk about the fact that Kang cannot happen. It can't. It's a big problem for them. Dave G Sound says Avon lives. That's right. Hey, Blue Tiger's in the house. The 199. Final Fantasy Forever. Master of Pop has his pulling you straight. I can't do it right now. By the way, I don't have a voice that does rock anymore. I used to. I just can't get there anymore. Hey, Karen982 says, brush your hair. Okay. It is kind of a mess today. I don't know what's going on. Oh, you know what? I'm like one day, I have to do the deep conditioner. I should have done that this morning. Oh, Fantastic Four. Okay, I'm freaking out going, well, Final Fantasy? Sure. Fantastic Four. That's right. Thank you. 199 Blue Tiger. What else is going on? The best Fantastic film so far is Incredibles. Indeed. But yeah, so I really do feel like based on like a strong analysis, Disney's going to have to spend $12 billion. And Hulu is not worth it. At this point, we are beyond what things are worth. Fox wasn't worth what they paid for it. In fact, it's really not worth it because they don't utilize any of those products anywhere. And then they kind of dumped the films and things that were produced just kind of out there without any backing. They basically walked away from like a slate of films that were coming out that were just not supported. Disney's been doing that a lot lately, even with their own stuff. Because they know it's trash and people are going to destroy it. And we got another one coming up. The Marvels and Wish. Disney's releasing 2 girl power movies in the same month. One of them is supposedly Marvel. And one of them is supposedly an animation for kids. Those are both girl power films. Not good. Yeah, Fox is I think non-existent now. I agree. Maestro G. How do you make a Fantastic Four movie in current year Disney without being gay? Well, I mean, I don't know. If you're in the Panderverse, which Disney clearly is, I mean, you know, Kathleen Kennedy, put a chick in it and, you know, make it otherly oriented and lame. Haha, I got around it. I'm safe. What do we got going on? Yeah, Fox is probably only worth 10 to 15 billion based on the library. Yeah, actually, yeah, I think I would, back then, I would think I would have put it around 12, 13 billion. Yeah. But again, these shows are as valuable as what they can sell them for. It's a conversation I think that is really important because I did a brief rundown for That Park Place, and I'm not sure if that video clip went up today, but you're going to want to check it out. That Park Place either today, yesterday, or tomorrow. But that video is all about the fact that that little video segment's all about the fact that Hasbro is officially selling off their entertainment division, along with the content and the licenses that go with it to Lionsgate. So you're going to want to watch that video. I'm not going to spoil it anymore, but they paid a fair price for the size of the catalog. The size of the catalog is about 6,000 deep. And that still leaves Hasbro the opportunity to license out the things that they control. It's an interesting world we live in when you see people getting rid of their studio side, because they understand that may not be their business. It's not core to what makes them work. Disney, far away from the core that makes them work. What makes them work is quality family entertainment that tells good stories. The problem is they don't do any of those things anymore. They have abandoned the family. They've abandoned America, and they're spending all of their money in other countries. Disney's not what they were. They're trying to toss out Americana. They're going to try to toss out Walt Disney. They're not. This is being led by terrible, terrible people. Yeah, Murdoch bought Tubi for $700 million after selling Fox to Disney. Right. Smart. Look, we will always have some form of what used to be described as linear television, linear broadcast television. There is so much money in ad revenue, that it will always exist. Some people figured out that was going to be fast channels, free ad supported streaming They figured it out. And it works. And 100% works. So yeah, Tubi, Pluto, a handful of others. That's why Hulu with live TV is the majority of the streaming revenue that Disney gets. And they have to share it right now with Comcast Universal. My question is this, and let me solicit your responses. When Comcast sells their share of Hulu to Disney, and they get that money, what is their incentive to leave their content on Hulu? What is their incentive to do that? They have their own streaming capabilities. I mean, and Peacock could be bolstered. What is their incentive? So this Hulu deal has never been good. And once again, thank you, Darren Hughes, for the 10 Culture Casino memberships. I'm just curious. And Dearest, I think this is actually becoming a more and more accurate statement because of the politics they've leaned into. Yeah, it's all going to Peacock or FAST services that pay to license it. Yeah. There's no incentive. So again, I ask you, what is the value of Hulu? The Disney catalog and the Fox catalog. That's it. Hey, D.L. Fendel's in the house. Good to see you. You only got one shower today, D.L. Fendel? Oh, Iger would be so disappointed in you. There's the lovely Sherry. Greetings, dear. Guys, hit the like button if you just popped in here. I'd appreciate it. Sherry just takes amazing photos, constantly updating her photo album. It's incredible. Incredible. She could be an Instagram influencer. Let's not forget, Antenna is a thing. I know many people that use Antenna to watch some TV. It's free and now in HD. Yeah, actually, analog licensees will no longer be broadcasting in analog here very soon at all. And then you're stuck with, limited range services, but indeed, and you could get boosters for that. But broadcast television is still a thing, even though Disney wants to get out of that business. Byron Allen, who's giving himself an award. He does this regularly, hosts an award show. But Byron Allen is serious about acquiring Disney's linear networks. This guy's a billionaire off of linear networks. Tell me there's not money in linear networks. There is. And especially as cable is more and more expensive, satellite is more and more expensive, and streaming is now stupid expensive. You are paying as much, in my estimation, to get what you could have gotten under basic cable if you have Hulu plus live TV. Where's the win? And not only that, you added the bonus of having to have a internet connection that is fast enough to give you good quality streaming. Chances are you have an internet connection anyway, but it's like what did you get? And it's going to get worse. They're going to keep coming at you. Disney's going to keep raising their prices. We've been told that. HBO is going to keep raising their prices. We've been told that. Netflix just raised their prices. I imagine they might hit the pause button for a moment, but they figured out that ads work, and their ad revenue went up again the last quarter. And then it's going to go up again. They're going to figure out darn quickly that really their channel's worth about, and this is true, especially with Disney. Disney's telling you what their channel's worth. Their streaming channel, Disney Plus, is worth $3 a month. So if you're paying more than $3 a month, you're paying too much. $3 a month, and you still get ads. I don't want to pay $3 a month. There you go. Bleach, there's a good one. It's a good show. Peacock Comcast hasn't updated their library in a very long time. They just locked it behind a subscription. Well, I would say that they're continually adding to it through film, and they do still produce television stuff. not as much of it as like Warner Brothers does. If I were gonna, if like I said, if I were somebody that had, I don't know, $3 or $4 billion just laying around, I would probably go to a group of other investors and say, "Hey, I want to buy Warner Brothers. Pull it out of Discovery. That catalog is worth more to lease out and sell than streaming it on a streaming service. I could make back my investment. Let's say I had to spend $24 billion or something to acquire Warner Brothers. I'm just guessing. I haven't really thought deeply about it or looked at the numbers, but let's say I had to spend that money. I think I could make it profitable very quickly and retire debt at an incredible rate. Seriously. I don't know why people aren't looking at that, kind of stealing from what Byron Allen is doing. Hey, the Canadian Spider-Man is here. Oh, so is Rob Altus. What's up, Rob? Mavis Beacon's in the house. Says, the end of manga was so bad. Oh, you're talking about Bleach. Hey. Forbidden Ruin says, before the subscription thing, I was on Peacock looking for anything new, and there wasn't anything. Ooh, yeah. It's weird. For so long in the 80s and 90s and even the early 2000s, a lot of stuff that was coming out of NBC was content that was being produced actually by Warner Brothers. There's a lot of stuff like that. A lot of stuff that Disney owned, controlled, and produced didn't show up on their network either. I'll give you an example. Cougar Town was actually a Disney thing, the Courtney Cox show, going back way back when, I believe. I could be wrong on that, but I think so. It's very strange. You're like, well, you associate a network with a show, but that's not actually who made it. It happens a lot. I'm sorry, I'm looking over here to the chat to see what you guys are saying. So. This is actually true. You guys are having a fun discussion in the chat, but California is very much its own country now. Third world country. But yeah. I have Comcast, so for a limited time, Peacock for free. We are about to have when Comcast renegotiates its delivery deal, carriage deal with Disney, you might have Disney Plus for a extremely discounted price as well. Because Disney's going to have to give up their concession for the Spectrum deal. Not only eliminated 8 of their channels on Spectrum, you can see that video out there, but it also eliminated their opportunity to sell Disney Plus at their own fair rate. That's why I think aggregators are coming. Yeah. CC, how long do you give AMC before their stock price drops any lower and they declare bankruptcy? I think you're going to see a shift in their strategy again, just prior to some events like that. But I give it about a year. With that, I think it was almost a controlled demolition now, and the shift in the way stock was done and everything else. Recently, and then going to war with your own shareholders probably wasn't a good sign. Originally, I thought that CEO was going to be a good one, a decent one. Sorry, my camera's going. I thought that he'd be a good CEO. I was very, very, very wrong. So I'm wrong occasionally. Yeah, Friends is worth $100 million a year. Okay. I have 10 things that are worth $100 million a year that I could sell to Netflix. I mean, let's do some math. It's $1 billion. And I've got other stuff I can sell elsewhere. I'm telling you right now, there is zero reason why that catalog cannot support that studio. Same thing with Disney. Disney's stupid. My gosh. Oh. Hey, Culture. Here's a hint I learned in TV productions. Please don't add my unneeded camera cuts once you're set up for broadcast. It gets annoying fast and is distracting. Use what you need to tastefully. FX overused badly does not make quality content. It's true. Yeah, I'm actually learning that. Like I said, right now I'm experimenting with multiple cameras. So today was a little off as far as the video quality. So also the sound quality, but I'll get better. I promise. And I think that was a good hint. I'll work on it. I'm also going to talk to Grant about the excessive use of the jump cuts and stuff, J cuts and L cuts. I told you a year ago that Zaslav will sell the assets, and he's positioned to do exactly that: increase the value and license or sell assets, everything Warner and DC. I got a lot of pushback recently. I don't know if you saw this, Logic's Finest, but I got a lot of pushback from people that I thought would be understanding of the position I'm coming from. I think DC could be spun out independently. I think Warner understands the position of that. And I think all they would need to do is secure a perpetual license agreement for utilizing that content forever. But at the same time, they could sell that to somebody else, so they could freely license it to somebody else. DC being controlled by an entity that was invested in its success would probably be better. And I suggested, not sure anybody will agree with me, that the reason that they put Gunn in charge of everything and have him kind of laying out a strategy and producing the Superman Legacy thing, I suggested that would be a possibility. So there's that. Hey, Mephisto's here. What's up, buddy? Oh, by the way, Mephisto and I are trying to figure out when we can record a Showgirls stream for you guys. We're not going to be the Showgirls. We're going to talk about Showgirls. I can't wait for that. For the Real McCoys podcast. Should be a good time. the 6 minute, 60 minutes. Yeah, I know. We're going long. We're over an hour now. I told you we were only going to do it in a half an hour, 45 minutes. And here I am still going. I got to go. I got to go. You guys make the conversation so interesting. I really appreciate it. The chat's on fire. Ram bam. Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, I mean, I think we're going to dampen down them on my own content, but I should probably have known that I needed an audio backup when I recorded the last video. I was trying to use a wireless mic that is normally of very good quality, but not apparently using the ATM mini board that I have in front of me. So, bummer. On that note, you guys are amazing. Thank you for being here today. We have your favorite podcast coming up here in the very near future. It's because of the time change that happens in other countries. I think it's an hour difference in time. So do check out Mr. H Reviews today for the Hcast, your favorite podcast, twice a week on Mr. H Reviews channel. You can also catch the replays and clips on the Mr. H live archive show channel, and you can check out his car channel, car nonsense as well. So there you are. Would I like to join you? I wish I had time, Morgan King. I would love to be able to play video games. I mentioned to Loki that I could beat him at baseball, but I think he was too busy to take me up on that challenge. But I'm really not having a whole lot of success at finding free time right now. I'm having difficulty getting all of my that Park Place segments together this week. So hopefully I can catch up, and then I'm going to get behind again because I will be traveling next week. So woof, crazy stuff. Appreciate you guys. It's been a long show and no bear story. Wow, Culture. Don't get me wrong. It's been a good one. Oh, there you go. I wish I could have had bears. There's no bears. There's no bears. I covered the best bear story. The 3 little bears. Anyway. All right. I'll see you later, guys. I appreciate each and every one of you. We're going to run the credits one more time. One more time. So that we can get out of here officially. That's right. Get out of here officially. Look at these great members. This has to get redone. This is my fault. I'm terrible. I need punishment. Bad culture. I gotta brush my hair. This is driving me crazy. Okay. Put some Moroccan oil on my hair. That beard, my goodness. Poofy today. Oh, more merchandise coming on beachpunk.us. The hats are out. They're awesome. I'll be wearing a hat with the Rooster logo on it very soon. And man, we got so much stuff coming out over there. Very excited about that. As usual, have a great day, everybody. See ya.